All right, we'll let others in as they join us. We had like over 30 people, but I know they're all going to be. Where's the recording? So yesterday, right? Drum roll, da 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 da. Big event for everybody. Anybody know? Remember what it is?
What?
Saturn moved into Aries.
That's what. Yeah.
Yep, got it.
I
Big,
was just looking.
big. Hazel knows. Hazel's total.
No, I'm looking.
She's my astrology girl. Total pioneering shift. Saturn is huge, second largest planet in the solar system. It can hold like 700 Earths, right? That's how big that sucker is. So, hi Debbie, good to see you. Yeah, it's really big, you guys. So it's also what's so super cool about it is when it shifts zodiacal, is that a word, Hazel? Zodiacal. When it
In your
shifts
life.
zodiacal frequency, it's initiating a whole new energy cycle. And the last time this happened, everybody, drum roll, remember, 30 years ago, 29 years ago. So anybody who is feeling it, it takes 30 years for Saturn to orbit our sun.
To return.
Return, sorry, thank you. Spending like 2.5 years in each sign. So whatever your birthday is, or wherever your Saturn is, let's say, not necessarily your birthday, because Saturn doesn't necessarily reside in your birth month, right? So wherever your Saturn is in your chart, and everybody wants to have a reading with Hazel or Pat Cavallari to find out where your Saturn is, it'll spend about 2.5 years in each sign. And that is the time of the birth that Saturn was transiting through your frequency. And that's also known as, hi, Michelle, your Saturn return. Your Saturn return. Big stuff on the horizon. Big stuff. So biggie. So if you were born October 1998 to February 1999, right? If you were born March 31st, 67 to 69, and my son is having his Saturn return. He was a 96 baby. So April 96 to 98 are also having, it's
That's 30 years.
30 years. Saturn in your Aries. You're now entering your Saturn return, right? Pretty cool beans, huh? feeling a lot of change and shift happening in your lives.
Yeah, Saturn, big time.
Big time. So it's going to remain in Aries till like April 2028. So just be mindful of all you Aries babies that Saturn's influence is super immense. It'll be like a cosmic anchor, calling everybody forth. So when it's in your house, which whatever 2-year period that is over these 30 years, huge calling to align with your soul's calling, your higher soul's calling. Anybody feeling that? You're like dropping in and aligning. What does dropping in and aligning feel like?
A flow. Like it feels like you're in a flow.
A flow. Yeah, that's good. But part of that flow requires an awful lot of discipline and dedication to, taking steps toward that path. Not necessarily. That's okay. Thank you. And Saturn is also linked to karmic accountability. So if you're feeling the energy of old stuff coming up,
yeah.
If you're feeling out of alignment in certain areas, like, oh my God, I thought I already worked on that. Holy cow. Didn't I work on that? Here it comes again, right? Here it comes again. Is calling the personality into alignment with your soul mission. Hi, Jonathan. Love you. Jonathan's recently married. Everybody say congratulations. He just got married.
Congratulations.
So excited for you.
Thank you.
Is your Saturn returning?
You're too happy.
That's a big move for you, Jonathan.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So,
may I share something else about Saturn?
Yes, Janabi, please.
Yeah, so I'm aware that Saturn also has to do with structure and boundaries. And what I'm told by my guides, what I'm shown is that, well, I'm undergoing immense transformation right now, and in order to in order to operate, integrate and operate as my next higher frequency, like higher octave expression of my soul self, I must create very strong boundaries, a very strong energetic container to run those higher frequencies in a way that's sustainable. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm being asked to really deepen yeah, my own structures through my self-care practices in all the ways, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you bringing that to our attention because this is really about, you talked about boundaries and structure, and Saturn brings up a lot of radical self-honesty and courage. Courage to break through those patterns, see them, number one, awareness, and then to be able to say, oh, there it is. What am I going to do about it? How am I going to shift that? So lead your life with the best of your possible ability, with the best possible way, with authenticity. Trust your inner authority that knows the way. We were talking this morning. I had a couple calls this morning. Canada is not more than Canada, but it's the inner journey, the inner journey, right? The ascension. And so many synchronicities in my readings and my sessions lately of that inner, how deep we have to go in that inner experience. I mean, right now too, I was mentioning to somebody, Kilauea is fountaining. Anybody see that? Debbie, yeah. Oh, please.
I saw it live in February.
Oh my gosh.
I went to a Hawaiian Huna training, and we went life-changing. I have traveled all over the world. That is I mean, it's indescribable. It's absolutely indescribable.
Yeah, they say that it's an event to run toward with safe distance, but normally, it's bubbling out, but this is fountaining.
This is like fountaining, yeah.
Fountaining out.
Yes.
So go online and check out those videos because, just the videos are pretty cool to sort of meditate and bring into your energy field. The fire, Aries, the fire, the fire, the fire. So even Gaia, Mother Earth is feeling it. She is like, here's the fire, ladies. Like, I just thought that was really synchronistic that she was fountaining on, the Saturn Aries return. Pretty cool,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So all of this, ladies and gentlemen, really soul, spirit, my guidance and everything in the midst of all this fire and all this change and everything, I'm being invited, believe it or not. And so I'm passing this on to you to slow down. Even in the midst of everything, slow down and feel into whatever is shifting and changing for you. Today, is anybody aware that today's a master day? The 22 master day. So those of you that are 11s, 22s, 33s, it's a master day. So that also means slowing down, integrating. I know these words get thrown about a lot, but integrating is really about slowing down and paying attention and being an awareness of what's happening to you, what's stirring in you as Saturn moves into Aries. What's stirring in you? And a big one that is being activated across the board, and Genevieve alluded to it, is personal communication. Boundaries in you being called to express your greatest, most authentic, honest self. So if you're feeling like that like unspoken bricks on your chest feeling, like if I don't speak this, I need to speak this to free those bricks, that feeling. These are the things we unconsciously just kind of, we allow them just to push aside. We just ignore them. We just kind of say, oh, they don't really exist or they're not that important. The raw truth is being revealed right now. Okay. Everybody feeling that too? Everybody's looking particularly shiny and bright and pretty today. What's going on? Did I miss something? Did I miss a memo? All right. So being your authentic self really matters right now. Let your words flow is what's in the collective. And what else is happening? What else is happening before we go into Q&A? That's about, yeah, Bonnie, go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, I was muted. What were you saying about the 11s and 22s? Did you mean like birthdays? Like,
No,
what?
today when you in numerology, which I'm not a numerologist, in numerology, when you add the numbers of today's date together,
Oh, okay.
it adds up to, as you break it down and divide it into its lowest common denominator, it's a 22. So 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5, 2 plus 5 is 22, right?
Yeah,
Maureen,
it's
here are my notes.
26 today.
So today it boils down to 22. So you had 5
Oh.
plus 2 plus 5,
6.
2.
Today's the
Oh,
26th.
6. Sorry.
Then it was yesterday.
Was it yesterday? Sorry. Maybe
No,
I-
that's all right. If you add 5
Okay.
plus 2 plus 6 plus 9, it's 22.
Right, it's 22. Thank you.
okay.
Phew, I want my Sophia to get it wrong.
Sorry
Darn.
to call you, and I couldn't figure out what you were trying to
How
say.
could spirit be wrong?
Okay.
Doesn't happen. Anyway, I'm just saying that that master number is a call to your personality to pay attention to your heart. 22 is a master number of the heart. So what is really being called for is a lot of self-compassion. Big time. You know, whatever you're going through is just being called to have a lot of deep compassion for yourself right now. And again, slow down, have that compassion, do that self-care, and answers that you may not have expected or didn't perceive for yourself will float into your awareness. Things like feathers will come to you. That was this morning, just like how pretty that is. I'm just reveling in, thank you, Spirit, for, just showing me the way. And when I received it, it was like, we see you, we hear you, we're here for you. What I got today, Jonathan? Oh, right there in my garden. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll go ahead. You know the drill. Most of you here are familiar. No new people here tonight. Except Shilpi. Welcome, Shilpi. She's driving, but she'll be tuning in. And I'm going to drop in even more deeply, and then you just ask your questions, and I will do my utmost to share what I'm feeling and sensing from the cosmic realms, from the star realms, from source realm. So just give me a moment. She's already here. She's always here, as are your guides. Yes. Oh, just got hot. Whew. All right, beloveds, welcome. Namaste. What an auspicious evening to be together. And I see that all of you are doing your work. You're doing your soul work, yes? Your soul work. Many of you work, and then there is your soul work. They are very distinctly different aspects of you, yes? So for many, what is happening is the blending and the unification, the integration of you becoming that divine human, you becoming the aspect of you that is here, you are here and you know why you are here. That is really essential to this equation. You're beginning to know thyself as that cosmic eternal being. You've done this many times. You're in a great transition for humanity. You are being called upon, each and every one of you. And there is a part of you, there are seeds that you are watering with inside your soul and your consciousness that know this too. So do not be afraid of what you find, at what is poking itself out at you, and merge with it, marry with it. So I am here to answer your questions. So what would those questions be? And I will do my best to resolve any areas that you wish. Any questions? If there are no questions, then we will move forward with just a conversation. Yes. Yes. Maureen, hello, beloved.
Hello.
Beacon of light. I love that. Yes, you are indeed.
So what ideas, what suggestions do you have for me to more deeply honor the feminine or the divine feminine?
Ah, well, this is like anywhere you turn, beloved, you are honoring the divine feminine just by your beingness and speaking her word and speaking her heart.
Mhm.
Being at one with her. My question to you, beloved, would be, what are you currently doing that you feel is a disconnect to the divine feminine? There's a lot of masculine energy in the world. You have also been highly engaged in a lot of the masculine dynamic. What have you noticed as you've shifted to the divine feminine?
Well, what I've noticed is more space, more honoring, more flow. One of the things Connie brought up earlier was deeply honest, how I have where I normally reside has not even been aware of the divine feminine. So it hasn't even been on the radar. So that really came up to me even over the last few days, is even though it's been a concept, it has really not even been on the plate for me to be co-creating with the divine feminine.
Yes,
And so that's in my awareness, and I'm
indeed.
not afraid to be honest about it.
Right, right. And yet you are an empath, and you are the compassionate being, which is these qualities of the feminine. You are so deeply mired in that. So I want to remind you that the feminine is circular. Oops, where did she go? There you are. The feminine is soft. The feminine approaches things through the heart.
Hey, my hand went away.
And so all the things that you are working on and working toward, just be mindful, bring some of your awakening consciousness to it. Of like, how would I filter this through my heart? How would I restructure this? The feminine, beloved, is less structured. Right? Less structure doesn't mean there's no structure, but it's less structure. It's a little bit more intuitive and flow.
Clapping. No, I don't want clapping.
I'm going to go ahead and mute someone. All right. Excuse me. All right. You'll have to unmute yourself when you come online. Sorry, Maureen, unmute yourself again so we can have that conversation. There was some background noise. So what we are seeing for you, beloved, is to shift your mindset to a circular pattern, a circular notion.
Oh yeah, boy, that's a big shift from where my habit is.
Right. You are top down, yes?
Yeah, very straight up and down. Circular is not a normal habit, not a habitual thinking pattern for me at all.
So
Wow.
what would be interesting for you is to know
love
that there's
that.
no beginning and no end. It is all part of the whole. The nice
Yeah.
thing about a circle is it creates a whole. WHOLE.
Yeah.
A whole essence. And so for you is to think any part of it, you do not have to do things so linearly. And do things more organically, more intuitively, more spontaneously, more creatively. And allow yourself to be in the flow of the circle so that it can come to you in that divine manner. Yeah, there is no difference really between the feminine and the masculine. It's just an approach. They two are one and the same.
That's a new idea to this part of me that I normally think from. So thank you.
Indeed. Always good to see you and have you in the circle.
Thank you.
All right. Janavi, I see you. I see your hand. Beautiful you. You're
Hello.
looking very refreshed, my friend.
Thank you for that reflection.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
How can I assist you tonight?
Yes. My question has to do with divine feminine sovereignty and prosperity in the new earth. I am in a process of rebuilding my life really from the root up in alignment with my divine plan. And practically speaking, it means that at the moment I'm without money or income, and it's space between worlds. I'm an entrepreneur. I don't want to hustle. I feel overwhelmed sometimes at the thought of trying to make, a new business and income in this economy, and I just know that there is a new way of embodying prosperity. I
Right.
just feel I'm at the brink of opening up to what that even is.
Right, right, right. Well, right now, beloved, due to circumstances, it is circumstantial in the moment, which is more of the immediate call for you,
Mm,
is to look for opportunities that you can work and help someone.
mm,
That you could perhaps, we're not talking about a job because the new paradigm for jobs is changing as well, but you are a citizen of a community where many people are looking for your type of intuitive assistance, your
mm,
heartfelt engagement. You could be a customer care person or something of that nature, but this would help to create the flow and the stability for you in the near term as you dream into and work with the
mm.
energies that are coming for you to create your own again. You will not do it
Yes.
you will not do it in the same way, but there has been a relinquishing, a dissolving around you of some of the ways, the tools and technology, but all of that we're just seeing that they need to reignite that, reframe it, reinitiate some of those tools and technologies and help others as you've always been called to do.
Mm,
And this will stimulate your energy field again.
mm,
Part of what is existing for you is usefulness,
mm.
the desire to feel that usefulness again. Yes. And so just a little bit. It does not have to be all of your chi, beloved.
Mm,
Just little bits at a time, as much as you are willing and able to at each juncture to apply yourself. But look around, particularly when you return to the Bay Area, yes?
yes.
Yes. Start reaching out even now.
Mm,
And work with the women, yes. Work with
mm.
the women. There's plenty for you to do. And you will, I see you being re-engaged in a way where your energy returns and your vibrancy, and you are rejuvenated as opposed to depleted. Yes.
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 So just ensure that these ingredients are written down on your dream board or in your journal, and it is like rejuvenation, not depletion, and to work in retreat fields and environments where you can just be
Mm.
around that energy.
Oh, yeah, that's a wonderful idea. Thank you.
Deborah, go to Deborah. Deborah needs a lot of help right now. Deborah. Remember Deborah? What is her name? Deborah Giusti.
Juicy.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. So reach out to Deborah Giusti.
yes.
She is, the festival maker. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, thank you for that guidance.
Yeah. You being a tent manager for a festival right now would be perfect for you.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, beloved. Enjoy your summer. And we will speak again. On the other side of that summer, you will be completely renewed.
I see that for myself too.
Yes.
Yes, I claim my wholeness and renewal. Yes.
Yes,
Thank
it is
you.
about rejuvenation, renewal, replenishment, and there's lots we could talk about personally, but thank you, beloved. I just adore you.
See,
Adore
that,
you. All right.
thank you. Oh, thank you.
All right. Yes, our pleasure. Hi, Colleen. I see you. Hello, beloved one. Look at you. You too are refreshed. You're popping around the screen, all of you. Hello. I'm finding you. There you are.
Hello there.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I may have an emotional release here. Oh,
It's all right, love. We're here. We can handle it. Everybody put your cups out.
yeah. The pain on my right and left, up into my, it gives me headaches.
Aw.
We had discussed this in the past. Uh, words for my doctor I'm seeing, the chiropractor,
Mhm.
anything that I need to do, or can do for myself. Uh, I know I can get some retrieval. Right now I'm extremely hot. I'm just really hot right now. So I guess I just don't know if there's more going on. Cause I know I had messages during the night before last, uh, which were divine, but I guess I just need some, encouragement or something here.
Of course. Well, beloved, I am, is something going on, absolutely, on many, many layers. And for you, beloved, I want you to heed the message of slowing down.
Okay,
You're doing so much, Colleen. You really are pushing yourself to the outer maximum limits of your energy's capacity.
all right,
Allow yourself some respite, allow yourself some integration. Jumping from one thing to another just to keep up with all of it. It is time for you to pretend, just take, relax the shoulders, relax the breath, relax the belly, relax the jaw. Relaxation is being
okay,
called for. So much of what you're experiencing is tension,
okay,
tension.
I'll heed that.
And even when the chiropractor works upon your body, it is like you are still tense,
Okay,
still tension. So remember that relaxation is not just an external, outward, it is an
right,
experience, inner journey. You
Mhm.
can, your relaxation is mind, body, and spirit.
Okay,
And all of your bodies, beloved, your emotional body, your physical body, your energy body. You are being called to relax, slow down, take a breath.
thank you for that.
Yes. Everybody here is being asked to do that. It is an intense time for all of you. Humanity is going through an upheaval unlike anything in any of your lifetimes. Everyone here, it has not been this tense and this difficult. There is none of you here that is over 80 or 100 years old, yes? So none of you here in your lifetime have ever been through an experience such as you're going through and moving through right now. And you add upon that the Pluto transiting through your Aquarius. This is a 250-year cycle.
Mhm.
So none of you, your ancestors, and you are having some ancestral tantrums around this experience. So be well and mindful that some of it is your PTSD of your lifetimes spent before. This is an incredible time of transformation. And you, beloved, are trying to keep up with it all through your body field. And your little tiny bottle is like a thimble trying to hold all of the energy sphere of everything that's going on. It is impossible. It is a nearly impossible task. So the way you handle it, excuse me, and you manage this is to release the thimble. Release the bottom of the thimble. Let it flow through you. You can be the thimble in the container aspect of it, but it needs to flow through you in its entirety. And you can only then, beloved, manage the little bit that flows through you. Remember, we can only work with ourselves first and then to transmit to the world and the collective. Your work is coming online beautifully. There's no hurry, yes?
Mm.
There's no hurry, Colleen.
Mm.
Done this before. You're doing it now.
Mhm.
We'll do this again. Your
think.
soul work is eternal.
Mhm.
And you are loved. You are loved. You are loved. I want
Thank
you
you
to
so much.
go out and commune with those trees. Yes. Have you been having the conversation with your tree or healing, seeing the I am of the tree?
Not yet. There was gonna be today, but then it was like,
All right. That is a little bit, that is all we ask of you in this moment. Everything else, I'm just going to ask that you just allow spirit to take that and handle it for you, and just do the little bit that Colleen feels that she can do to receive maximum.
these are waiting. I have it picked out. Plants too.
That's all right. Just one plant or two. Just see the I am in 5 minutes spend with
Yeah.
the I am. All
Yeah.
right. All right, beloved. There is so much love for you, and our hearts are just holding you in esteem and reverence.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're going to get through this all together, yes?
Mhm.
Right. All right, Reverend Catherine. I love the title. I always have. You embody the reverend
Hi.
with such grace.
I kind of well, I am feeling a lot of energy and a lot of things going on in my body, but at the same time, I do feel some ancestral things happening in my um energetic field. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but I also am having and this is the weirdest thing. I love food. I've always loved food. It's not the problem. But now lately, I have not really been enjoying food, and I'm pretty much going as pretty much vegetarian as possible. But I'm a really good cook, and I'm not patting myself on the back. I just know that I am. And the last couple times I have made something to bring somewhere,
Mhm.
they flopped. It was like I was almost embarrassed to bring it, and now I'm not. I'm feeling like my creativity was always in my food too, and now I'm just feeling. I do feel out of sorts at the moment. But I also feel like there's the surge that's coming through my body for the DNA upgrade and all that is really probably not something I'm easily coming through me, and I'm trying to be as welcoming as possible for this energy, but I
Mhm.
just feel out. I don't feel like me sometimes. Sometimes I get so high on the angels that I have to come down, and then then I crash. And I'm like going, wait a minute, this is not, we don't want that. We don't want to do that. Come on, angels. We love you. And I love working with you. But anyway, I'm just feeling, I'm sure a lot of people are feeling out of it anyway, kind of a little bit,
Yeah.
with everything going on. So
Right.
I'm just asking, what do you see, possibly for me that I might be able to, uh, get a handle on this in a sense,
Right. Indeed, indeed. I understand the question, and I see the energy field that is swirling around you in a sense. So the word that is coming loud and clear, being downpoured and downloaded, is moderation. Where did she go? There you are. Moderation. It is not incumbent upon you, beloved, to do it all. This, who else are we speaking of? The calling, trying to do it all in this fast pace, this accelerated environment. You're going to get there. You incarnated to be on this path. It's
Yeah.
all happening without the need to rush or to feel that there's any need to do so much all the time. There is rest right now. There is a need for seasons. There is a need for the feminine to be applied to this. It's all right for you to be in action and in forward motion, but then there's also the duality of that is rest and deep rest. I'm not talking about just a nap in the afternoon. I'm talking about deep rest. The need for you to spend days And that will actually allow for more opening here for you to hold and contain and have the capacity to transmute more of the energy that you speak of. Right?
Okay.
So you are indeed, everybody here knows it. We've all been aware of the adage of spiritual being having this human experience, and all of you are exchanging your understanding and idea of being spiritual, more spiritual than you are human. That is the transition you are all undertaking. You are waking up to the understanding and living, breathing, operating from your spiritual self rather than your human self. Now, the human self cannot be completely ignored, right?
No.
You still have to feed and rest and bathe and shower that to your human self, but you are finding that your consciousness, your state of awareness is happier and more fulfilled in the sense of wanting to spend more time. You talked about dwelling in that world, dwelling in the world of the higher consciousness state. And that is perfectly fine. You just want balance and moderation.
Yeah.
Take it on, and it is right now, it is not 100% quotient. You can do it. Before, I would imagine 10 years ago, beloved, you were 80% human and 20% spirit. And that equivalent, that quotient, is moving more into the 20-80, where you are 80% spirit, 20% human. That is the path of the bodhisattva. That is the path of the guru. That is the path of the enlightened one. That is the path of the human. And it used to be thought of, beloved, that you had to, transition. You had to return yourself to spirit in order to live in this way, in this fashion. This is no longer true. The level and the layers of dimension and the layers of consciousness that you are navigating and transcending allow you to hold this consciousness in a body at this time. This is the Great Awakening. This is the cosmic convergence. This has been happening for 50, 60 years now, beloved, since your lifetime. You all incarnated to be a part of it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Thank you.
So start
I
to
appreciate it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and we appreciate you. It is like we cannot do this alone. We appreciate you, all of you here. This is not a solo journey to be accomplished by one or two or just a few of you, like Yeshua or Buddha or Mary or whomever you idealize. It is for all of you.
Yeah.
This is the message. It is for all of you. This is what Yeshua was prophetizing. It is coming through you.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Each and every one of you can raise a body from the dead. Yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
And by the time many of you are done here in your spiritual journey, if you can stay embodied, greater works than he will be done through you. Be in your magic. It is coming and it will shock the you-know-what out of you.
Yeah.
Right. These are just baby
Thank
steps.
you. Baby steps.
Every one of you is a miracle
Thank you so
worker.
much.
Every one of you is a miracle worker. I want to see what miracles are coming through you. Divine expression, the divine human template. Remember the God race. There used to be a God race, and they are still amongst you, as are the cosmic galactic beings. They are here as well. Cloaked because it is still dangerous for them. But you, beloveds, you sitting here in this container, you're starting to see, know, and have interaction with them in another dimension, like the unicorn we talked about, the unicorns and the fairies and the dragons. Yes, they are all here supporting you, and you are the ascended ones, the enlightened ones, the consciously expanded ones, where you're able to have and witness them in a dimensional field that is not available to everyone. You'll start to just tread lightly on yourself as humans. You're getting there. You're getting there. And I don't say that with hubris. I just say that as the truth. You are getting there. You are advanced souls, each and every one of you here. You know, your president is a baby soul. So the tolerance that you have for his baby soul, he is not an evolved, developed soul. It's all right. You see through a lot of the veneer. He's coming along, he's learning his lessons, as are you, but you are older souls. There are many baby souls still on the planet that need direction and help and assistance. They need your ministry and your guidance.
Thank you.
Stay conscious, stay awake, stay awake, stay awake, stay awake, stay awake. All right.
Thank you.
Indeed. Hello, Jonathan. It is so good to see you, my friend, and congratulations. Your marriage is one that has been blessed in heaven.
Thank you.
Indeed.
I am here and I'm sitting, I'm hearing the conversation you're sharing with beloved Colleen. And I'm just hearing the message compassion, compassion, compassion for the self from Divine Mother Guan Yin. So I just wanted to share that. Have compassion for the self, compassion for the self.
Right.
But my question is in relation to us as light workers. As we all know, this new paradigm, the GOB, as what Spirit said, it's going to be different. Manifestation for us as light workers, how can we manifest our true potential, our job, or whatever we have to generate that income? What can you share about that? Because I'm in the same boat with Janavi. And I'm literally starting life all over again. I guess I didn't come on this call. I came on this call for a reason.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
So please share what you can
Right.
for all of us.
For
It's a
all-
collective.
Indeed. Thank you very much for the question. It is a very foundational question.
Thank you.
For you're all manifestors, yes? Each and every one of you here is a manifestor, depending on the level of consciousness that you bring to your manifestations. You cannot manifest something, beloveds, that is not in your soul's path. All right. So if winning the lottery or having, great amounts of wealth just be bestowed upon you, this is not something, if it's not in your soul's path, for you to just dream about and make yourself aware of and say, oh, I'm going to manifest that. What you need to do in manifestation form, and I'm not saying you cannot win the lottery or you cannot have great windfalls of wealth. You must, and I understand now my own meditation this morning with my woman, is you must become a frequency, a match of frequency for this to occur. Your frequency, if what is not aligning for you currently is what you dream and you think about, you're saying, I want something other than what is happening in my life, yes? Then you are out of frequency. You are not a match. You're not in alignment with that frequency that is occurring for you. How do you get into frequency, right? How do you raise your frequency? You must rise above the confines of low vibrational thoughts and ideas and behaviors. Frequency is a choice. Frequency and purification and living an ascended, enlightened life right now is a choice point for each and every one of you. It is time, beloveds. It is time for you to say, I am going to step into my soul's deeper, highest calling, wisdom, and I am going to do all that I can to become a vibrational match to the frequency, which is instant manifestation. Am I making sense, or am I confounding you? So it is about you to look upon your lifestyle, look upon your life container. Where are you out of alignment with that frequency that you wish to attract from? Where are you not being truthful? Where are you not disseminating your authentic truth, speaking your voice? Where are your eating habits, your entertainment habits, remember we had a purification process we did a couple of weeks ago, yes? Who was here, who was participating in that? And there were 4 very simple steps, but they're not easy. And the steps to raising your frequency and becoming a vibrational match was to bless everything that you encounter, to not engage in arguments, to lessen your distractions by 50% in your life. And there was one more that I cannot recall, but it is similar to blessing all that you are in conflict with. This is a path of the purification of your heart, beloved. There is work to be done for each and every one of you when you dwell and reside in a lower vibrational frequency by listening to news, buying into what is in the external, by eating high saturated sugary foods, by drinking water that is not, purified, by not grounding and doing your own spiritual cleansing and sacred self-care. I'm not saying you are not doing any of it, but all of us, there is an area where we can improve, yes? Where are you being asked to improve in order for you to become that vibrational match to what it is that you wish to be bringing to manifestation, to bring into form? Because we know, beloveds, each and every one of you knows this without a doubt, because we've said it 1,000 times and we'll say it another 1,000 times. Thought precedes form. So anything that you wish to bring into manifestation or form, beloveds, must be preceded by a thought. But in order for that thought to manifest the way you dream of and wish, you must be a vibrational match to it. Do you believe it? Are you worthy of it? Have you done your cleansing and your work? It is not as simple. It is easy for me to say. It is not simple to achieve. How about that? You must become a vibrational match. You must believe in the goodness. What is the difference between you and someone that you perceive has something that you do not have that you wish to have? That's a place to start. If you see someone in the world having something that you do not, what is it about their quality or characteristic that you envy? And envy is a lower vibrational thought form. That will decrease your frequency and your energy. So you must be diligent. I'm not saying be vigilant, but be diligent. Watching your thoughts, watching your behaviors, and catching yourself, finding out where it is that you are not in alignment and where you wish to be more in alignment. It is all about energy and frequency, right? The V, what is it? Is it somebody has a little acronym they use for it? It is vibration, frequency, energy. So VFE, right? Vibration, frequency, energy. What is your energy? What is the frequency? And you can test your energy with the solfeggio and the frequency tones and tunes. Listen to frequency music that will uplift your frequency while you sleep. Do you know that your subliminal self, your beta, your alpha, theta, delta states of consciousness will help you to reprogram your waking beta state of mind, yes? So you can reprogram your subconscious field while you sleep. You're not really sleeping, yes? You don't really sleep. You just go to an altered consciousness, an altered state. So use that altered state consciousness to reprogram your consciousness if it is something that is not to your liking or working in your field. Joe Dispenza calls it, what does he call it, beloveds? He calls it the paradoxal, I can't think of it now, my apologies. But there is a program that he offers, I believe it's for free. It is a mind training where it will shift the frequency of your brain waves while you sleep. Do you know what it is, Hazel? I see your lips moving. Yes, beloved? It is called, I will think of it and we will come back to it. All right. Nonetheless, there is and are ways for each one of you to work within the field to raise your own vibration, frequency, and energy. And it is from there that you dream in or you bring in something that you want. And I am not speaking of cars or money or things, but you need a shift in your own vibrational field. You are all alchemists. And alchemy used to be turning metal into gold, yes? But you are spiritual alchemists. And the spiritual alchemy by which you are here and incarnated here to become is a spiritual alchemist. To turn low vibration into high vibration, into spiritual sustenance. You are here to live and walk upon the planet in spirit, in light, in pure energy form. Imagine for each and every one of you, what is coming is you will be able to walk into a room and hold your hand up and shift the energy in the room. You will walk through a crowded environment and people will just touch your robe or your garment and they will be shifted. They're conscious, they will feel an energy, a jolt or bolt of energy. That is what your alchemy is, each and every one of you, the path you are on. But you have to be a vibrational match for that. You have to imagine yourself being that conduit of light, walking and moving within the world. Not in a state of being human, but in a state of being consciously aware of your spirit at all times. That's the work. And many of you here are very, very close to the tipping point. And your humanity at the same time is close to a tipping point. The tipping point, beloveds, has been prophesied as between 2012 and 2048. This is the cosmic convergence. And you are where? Halfway between that point? Yes? 2025? You are 15 years out. Stay the course. Many of you are here paving the way for this to occur, and it would not have happened had you not been here. It would not have happened without your contribution. Learning and working on your ways and working on yourselves in ways that you did. Each and every one of you here, you can look in the mirror and say, yes, I was part of that. The great awakening of humanity. This is what this period will be called, the Great Awakening. You are part of that great awakening, and we thank you for that. And we are here cheering you on and applauding each and every one of you from behind the scenes. A spiritual alchemist is our magic within, our unveiling of the truth. Thank you, Hazel. Speak it out loud, beloved, your truth. It is important to know and understand. So no more of the lecture box pulpit, but I will relinquish there and let you off the hook. But does that answer your question, Jonathan? It is about you, beloved, going deep within, shifting your own vibration, your own frequency, and hence your energy will automatically be transformed and you will be like a magnet. You will like be pushing things away from you because
It did. It literally aligned with what I'm doing. So yeah, I just want to clarify on it. And so the collective also is all of us in here to get insights of how to move forward. So the essence, purification, I know. Thank you.
and my heart to your heart, you know the way. You are a great teacher of your own accord. Yes.
You must be.
And whether you are in Canada or whether you are in the islands, it matters not. Your work is the same.
In the islands. I love my sunshine. I'm an island boy.
And he is now living in Canada, believe it or not, beloved. So send him some sunshine, all right? Summers in Canada are beautiful. Maybe you can make an exchange where winter's in the island and summer's in the Canada, yes? Yeah. All right, beloveds. Thank you. Michelle, I see your hand and thank you for your patience and your understanding. Thank you, beloved. How may I assist you tonight?
Well, I think you either answered it or are on the verge of it. I have been so sleepy lately, literal sleepy. I took a week off to do some work around the house, and I spent about half the days literally sleeping, almost all of the days, napping a lot and then sleeping all night. And this is not normal for me. Even today after work, I realized I'm tired. I want to take a nap, but I haven't let myself do that.
Right, right. Well, this is part of your integration. You as well have been going through great, almost, I am seeing truckloads, one of those kinds of trucks that picks a lot up and goes and dumps it out, yes?
Mhm.
Upheaval, changes and shifts. And I think for all of you here, you become less mindful of the impact that has upon your energy, upon your light body, upon your etheric and spiritual body. The spiritual work that you are doing and undertaking cannot be underestimated. To even ask the why, it is to lean into the experience that is in the now moment. If you are tired, beloved, if you can, within reason, I understand there are certain circumstances for many, rest. You have to tune in and listen to spirit. What is spirit calling for you? Because spirit is always calling for your highest. Every time without fail. Spirit is never asking or requiring or requesting from you anything that is not serving you, as long as you're listening to the voice of that which you understand is your soul, is your highest, is your spirit team. That is the work we do. Do not, many of you have transcended listening to the voice of ego any longer. You no longer even have that issue. But now it is up to you to build relationship. What is it that's coming through you? What is your alchemy? What is your work? And right now it is for you to rest. Because in that rest, as I mentioned beforehand, is you are not sleeping. You're dreaming into your next evolution. Could be another life. You could be in another life, in another timeline, beloved, helping. Conscious awareness. The woman here, Bonnie, has many dream therapies to help assist you in how the dreaming state is not a state that we might think we just have, disappeared. You are as active spiritually in your dream state as you are in your human waking state. So do not judge nor diminish sleep. Allow it.
Oh, I've been enjoying it.
Yes, good. For something is happening. Something is alchemizing in you where you are growing your spiritual body. You are strengthening your light body. You are becoming something that you currently are not. And when you get through the period where sleep is called for from you and your spirit bed, something else will emerge. And when that emerges, you respond to that. You get your notebook out and you start to take copious notes, yes?
Yes, been doing that too. Oh,
Yes.
I like this stage. It's just sleep and shower. That's all they want me to do.
Then so be it. Then
Mhm.
so be it. There were periods of time of great change and shift upon the planet where people spent years in a restful state. Many of you know some of these prophets and descendants of yours, the Marys, the Anna, mother Anna. She spent years sleeping, years, for she knew the alchemy of rebirth. She stayed in the body, but she was able to sleep. She also knew the technologies of ascension, resurrection, as you know it to be. Right? She knew how to resurrect the spirit from the body and return it to the body. So knowing what you know now is going to be very different from what each and every one of you knows come 15 years from now. Allow the gestation to unfold. Allow who you are becoming to occur. For you are all becoming something. How many of you recognize yourself from 15 years ago? If you were to look at a picture or in the mirror and you would say, oh, that's me 15 years ago and I am the same person. Do you think your growing and your evolution has stopped somehow? Absolutely not. And for those of you upon this path of awakening and purification and evolution and ascension, you will be unrecognizable to yourselves. And I am so excited because I will be around to witness this. I can see the evolution. Come the year 2048, 2050, you're going to see an entirely new world. Glenn, I see you smiling. What is the smile? I see you manufacturing in there in that beautiful spirit world.
Just listening to what you're saying and just kind of bringing it in, allowing it to permeate without any judgment. Just receive.
Yes, receive. And that is a time right now. It's just to receive, beloveds. For each and every one of you are multi-dimensional beings, and the ascension process that you are each on connects us all to one. Connects us to one another through unity consciousness. That is what you're doing here. You're alchemizing separation, the illusion of separation through spiritual alchemy. You believe now in your heart of hearts, in your soul of souls, that there is an aspect of oneness, yes? That concept used to be very foreign to many of you. You couldn't even wrap your little human brains around like, unity, like we are one. How could that be? Deepak Chopra used to say that the whole world resides in a drop of the ocean, yes? And I was like, how could the entire ocean be in the drop of a drop of water? It was a concept we could not even consider. And just as the biologists would show you a tomato seed or an acorn, and they would say within this acorn lies this blueprint for this grand oak tree or this tomato plant that flourishes with 1,000 of these juicy red fruits, you would probably say that is impossible. How can this little thing, how can that be inside such a tiny little thing? Well, I want you to think of yourselves in much the same way. The same analogy exists for you. Within you are greater works, greater miracles, greater beingness than you ever imagined. You are still watering the acorn. The oak tree is growing. The tomatoes are flourishing, right? How many of you dig the seed up every once in a while and go, are you growing down there? Yes. Just checking. And you know how the root system grows much more. We were talking last week or 2 weeks ago about replanting plants and how gardeners often take a plant out of a pot when it's ready to be repotted. And what do with some of the roots? They cut off some of the old dead root. The part that is no longer useful. So the same happens for you periodically. All right, enough of the analogies. All right. All right, beloved, how's everyone doing? Any other questions? Thank you, Michelle. Did that answer your question, my friend?
Yes, it did.
Allow. Just go with flow. Be with your guides. Be with your guides. Be with your guides. They have so much wisdom to impart. There is nothing more wonderful than they love to be in communion with you and to share with you all of their secrets, yes? All right. All right, if there's no more questions, we will go ahead and relinquish and we will find ourselves. We will just end a little bit early tonight. Oh, Bonnie, yes. Hi, I see your hand.
I do have something. It's not a question,
All right, love.
but it's really like advice to myself.
Okay.
If when I'm trying to connect with my guides and I'm feeling or I'm not feeling them, I just take myself on a journey somewhere to the middle of the earth or to the depths of the cosmos and just, go to my temple, go to my tree, just take myself on a journey. And that's so nourishing. It's so, so wonderful.
Yeah.
Don't just stay in that, blockage state, that blocked state,
Right.
whatever that is. Maybe you're just not feeling it. Just use your imagination when you enter that liminal state.
Thank you, Bonnie. I so appreciate that recognition, you all have incredible toolboxes filled with any kind of antidote that will take you from one state of being to another state of being. Hazel has been enjoying cacao. It is a wonderful, wonderful tool and a wonderful, wonderful medicine that opens you up to another level of consciousness, waking consciousness. Some of you, your meditate, your breath work is another one that is very popular right now, right? And those of us that are of that age group, we were doing rebirthing back in the 70s, which is a very powerful modality for cleansing out, clearing out all the stuckness, all of the trauma that you carry in your bones from this life and other lives. Your ancestors are somersaulting in the heavens with all the breath work that is happening right now, because it is healing lineages that just are dominoes, are just falling into line, and we are becoming one once again. And then the other aspect that I'd like to invite each and every one of you to explore and investigate a bit in your own lives is your astrology. What is your cosmic astrology? We have a new moon tonight. That new moon, this is a super moon, beloveds. It is the last super moon of this year. We will not see another where the moon is as close to your planet this year for the next 6-7 months. So use that energy tonight. Go out and dream and have the experience of the new moon. This is a powerful, powerful 3-month cycle of advanced, and you're all advanced soul beings, advanced creation of new beginnings. All right? Now is the moment for you to create, and now is the moment for you to have your reset. What's the bigger dream? And the way you get there, the new moon invites you inward, reflecting on the choices that you're making to align yourself with your highest soul's calling, right? What habits are you repeating that need review? What can you change that is simple, and what might challenge you a bit more? It's the challenging things that will change you the most. Right now, you are going through an incredibly challenging time for humanity, yes? This is changing you. More significant change comes during challenge than when it's easy, yes? Should I say that again? More significant change occurs when it appears challenging, and it is challenging, and it is challenging right now. Humanity is going through a massive change and shift in its consciousness. You will not be the same on the other side of this. You cannot be the same. It was not sustainable. Doesn't mean it's not incredibly challenging. And it is for each of you in your own way. So this is your chance. This is your chance. Do it through you, and then it ripples out into the collective field. All right? Listen to your own self. Thank you for being with me tonight. I appreciate it. I love you. This community is sacred to me. And just look around at each other, hold each other, think of each other when we're not together in this way. And know there are people that care deeply about you. And if you're ever feeling alone and isolated and uncared for, just pick up the phone or send a text or send me an email, and you absolutely know that I'm here. And we'll gather the troops, we'll gather the tribe, and we'll find a way. We'll find ways to get you back in alignment. Yes.
By the way, the fourth thing was laughter.
Laughter, thank you. Yes. Yes. That was the fourth purification. To laugh, laugh. Remember that? More in your life. Come on, Jonathan, lead us in a laughing meditation.
Robin Williams, where are you?
All right, I'm going to stop the recording. Yeah, we go.